Yo, 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 what's good? It is Tuesday, January 21st. I think I got about like 10 weeks till the half marathon. Let's count it. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh man, I'm almost down to 10 weeks. I'm only able to run like 4 miles so far. But anyways, I just want to finish the fucking half marathon. Honestly, I don't care about my speed at this point. I wasn't really training for that. I want to compete with my friends, but like, I don't really give a fuck that much. I just want to finish it. So I actually was gonna. I wake up. Blah, blah, blah. I woke up. I was going to get a quick upper body lift, run 2 miles, and then do a little bit of lower body, like some conditioning, injury prevention. That's also my main focus during this time, like finishing and just being careful with my training because I don't want to like overload my knee with too much lower body stuff and running. But I woke up a little under the weather, feeling pretty good mentally, but like I got some mucus going on, so I know I'm maybe starting to get sick. So I'm nixing the run. I'm a little jacked up on meds right now. This Sudafed is doing its thing. But so I'm gonna go low intensity today. I'm going low intensity. The key is for me today, I'm hitting a little bit of everything. Not training to failure. Let's talk about training to failure. Training to failure is great for muscle building, but it can slow your recovery because the more you strain your muscle, like on purpose, it's going to take longer to recover. So that may not be the best option for someone who's training very frequently like I am. Not training to failure can not exhaust you as much. I mean, it kind of makes sense, but you kind of have to explain it to people too. So today I'm looking to hit a bunch of muscle groups and just not train to failure. And because like, not only for my training purposes, but because I'm sick, I don't want to like, training to failure is very like physically, psychologically, and neurologically, and physiologically exhausting. Basically, going to the point of, oh, like you can't do it anymore, that is exhausting for your body. And that's not what I'm going for right now. I'm not really going for like maximum muscle growth, where in that case, you would want to push your body almost to the max. If your recovery is on point, nutrition, sleep, etc., then in that case, you want to push your body to the max. Pretty much, I would say like at the end, every last set of every exercise. You do not want to train to failure every single fucking set of every single exercise. That is not a good idea. You're going to hurt yourself and you're just going to hurt your gains too. So, but right now, I'm going to take a little bit of my beta alanine, get the itch going, get the pump going, hit the complex gym, and yeah, just try to take it semi-easy today because I am getting sick, but at the same time, like I'm too dialed, man. I can't take a day off right now. And I work the next 2 days, so I won't be training the next 2 days. So I'll be all right. I feel decent. I'm not on like that many meds, you know. But yeah. So let's get it. It's actually 49 in Jacksonville, Florida right now. So we're bundled up. Again, injury risk when it's cold goes up. I want to make sure I'm nice and warm. Pineapple juice, by the way, has a ton of antioxidants and micronutrients. I was recommended it, as well as tart cherry juice, not from concentrate, from somebody who goes to my gym who's a marathon runner. So I think it's helped. It's definitely pretty good, and yeah, it tastes good, and the label looks good. So always read the label, always read the ingredients. Now let's finally fucking get into this training session, baby. I'm dialed. I'm pumped. I'm ready to go, man. Fuck being sick, bro. I don't get sick. Sick gets Tristan, motherfucker. I was about to be so mad, bro. I couldn't get in the gym for a sec. I need to get my like key card reprogrammed, but this guy let me in. Oh man, I wouldn't have been that mad because then I gotta check out my new gym that I signed up for. But still, I'm buzzing already from the pre-workout, so I was not trying to wait another like 20 to 30 minutes to start my workout. I'm trying to be in and out in an hour or so. So let's see how that goes. I'm also gonna be monitoring my heart rate. I really wanna stay under like 140-ish, just to like the more your heart rate goes up, cortisol goes up, and when I'm already sick, I don't want a ton of like time with high cortisol. So yeah, I'm definitely feeling like I'm starting to get sick, so I'm glad I'm taking it easy. 17 minutes in, trying to keep it an hour less. My heart rate's been hovering about like 110, so we're good. I just gotta keep up this intensity, keep hydrating, and get this pump going, baby. Close grip. Let's go. I'm the last time I did 50 close grip. That was like my third set. I did chest yesterday and a little bit of tri and a little bit of bicep, which I'm doing all those today too. But yesterday was light, today is light, so definitely hitting the muscle good enough, but not too hard. After this one, I'm done with chest and tris because I want to get my biceps and shoulders more. I had a little chest yesterday, so this is like, it's honestly kind of fun. And that close grip going with triceps, still squeezing that chest, slow, slow. Little arch in the back. Get that back engaged.
Complain, I ain't want for anything. Gifted back in school and I ain't paid for these chains. How can I complain when I got brothers who done lost their life? Face up in a suit and tie is how I got to say goodbye. Bet his mama give up everything, kiss her son goodnight. Never got to buy his girl a ring, he went towards a light. I ain't had a buzz to give his moms my condolences. When I got the call, I thought it's God who he say he is. So how can I complain about my mother nagging me when the boy went to school and left his mama on her knees?
Good workout. I wanted to keep going, but I stuck to what I said, under an hour. My heart rate was decent, a little higher at a point that I wanted to, but fuck it. And we're maybe gonna risk a little carb crash. I'm gonna smack one of these muffins, some cereal. I got an appointment at 2, but I'm honestly kind of eager to see how I feel tomorrow. I didn't crush myself, so I don't think I'll feel that much worse if I do feel worse. But I'm going to make a note of this, and tomorrow I'm gonna see how I feel, given that I worked out, and I don't want to say I ate a ton of crap, but the rule is like bugs love sugar, but you also need more calories when you're sick. So I might do my own research in terms of that. Is like consuming processed sugar, could it possibly make you more sick if you are already under the weather? So we'll see in due time. Oh, it's not a permanent thing, but it's like IBS. This is partly the reason. Well, I'm pretty cut, except my stomach is, obviously I breathe in, breathe out, but it's definitely bloated and I haven't eaten that much today. So how I got it, I won't get into it. I don't really know how I got it, but basically I get a lot of bloating with everything really, because it's like an active infection right now. I'm on antibiotics for it. But long story short, it can cause some imbalances. Like it still made me pre-diabetic. A bunch of my labs are off, including like stuff related to iron and shit. So I actually just got off the phone with the doctor, seeing about a multivitamin that'll probably benefit me. I don't know how it's affected my training because I've had it for so long, so I don't remember what it was like without it. That being said, for now, I'm taking some elderberry immune gummies, some more Sudafed to clear me up. I got my beta-alanine, bringing this to the gym, and then we're drinking some pineapple juice. This is only 70 calories. The Gator Light, 50. But you may not want to overload with so much sugar before a workout. Let's say if your goal is weight loss, it depends on how many calories you had. But again, I'm training a lot, running for a half marathon. Last night I played 2 flag football games after I lifted weights. So at this point, and because of the SIBO thing, which is causing some nutritional deficiencies, I'm going to want to consume more calories and kind of overdo it rather than like try to cut weight right now or not have enough and like put my body at risk for like further infection, overtraining, etc. Because my body's already not absorbing nutrients well enough. So that's stuff, something to keep in mind if you're training, if you're sick. if you're sick, you probably shouldn't train that hard, if at all, but that's another story. Basically, context matters in terms of like what you're eating before, after a workout, etc. How many calories you're eating throughout a day. If you're sitting on your butt all day, maybe that's not a day to carb load. If you're working out twice in a day, if you're working out really hard for what's your normal, maybe that's not a day to go lower on calories and carbs. So a lot of the things I want to express on this channel is just like context matters. There are hard and fast rules in terms of fitness and nutrition, like portion sizes, training volume, frequency, etc. We're not going to get into that now, but context really matters when you're talking about training and nutrition. One last thing about the processed carbs / a lot of carbs, sugar before after workout, especially if you work out intensely, especially if you work out for more than like 45 minutes to an hour, and especially if it's cardio. Your body has more insulin sensitivity. Basically, it's more likely to use that fuel, and it needs that fuel of those quick, easy carbs right before and right after a workout. So if you're gonna have junk food, that's when I would recommend it. Seems counterintuitive, but your body's less likely to like store that as fat. It's pretty minute. Getting into this stuff, really, it's calories in, calories out if you're worried about weight loss. But also in terms of like energy levels and crashing, you're more likely to crash if you have like a bunch of fucking Taco Bell and McDonald's in the middle of the day, you don't work out, versus if you have it before or after workout. I wouldn't highly recommend it like before a workout, but to each their own. If you like that stuff and if you're gonna eat it anyways, you might as well have it like after workout, but don't binge. Okay, I lied. I guess I better show you guys the healthy stuff I eat too. I have some grapes. This Kashi cereal. It's 220 calories, 10 grams of protein, solid, a lot of fiber. The only thing with these, because of my SIBO, I have to cut some of this out, if not all of it. Basically, I think I was going too hard. I'm guessing. Don't quote me on this. It's not medical advice. I'm guessing I was going too hard on like the protein shakes and the protein bars and the enriched like health foods instead of just like eating whole foods that are not processed, because they put a lot of artificial sweeteners in those things, which I'm just really discovering now. Like I knew about artificial sweeteners, but stuff like gel and gum. You ever see gel and gum, xanthan gum, all that stuff? Sucralose, those are all like artificial sweeteners. I don't think sucralose is as bad. But basically those ruin your fucking gut. And artificial sweeteners had a bad rap at first, and then they didn't, and now they kind of do again, because switching to diet soda can significantly help people lose weight. But I think they're still, in terms of disrupting the gut, that stuff's still pretty bad. My GI told me artificial sweeteners are horrible for your gut, so just keep that in mind. I think the lesson here is just like everything in moderation. I don't like cooking, like at all. So if I could just eat a pill a day and be done with it, I would. So I resorted to a lot of the prepackaged stuff, protein enriched shit, and I guess it kind of cost me. So learn from me. Try to be better about cooking even if you don't like it. And then I'm actually gonna look into some like Factor type meals. Factor doesn't have like low FODMAP, but basically FODMAPs are like, I'm not gonna go into it, but there's basically a certain diet I have to follow after my antibiotics are done, hopefully to completely clean out the SIBO. Factor doesn't have those, but other meal services do, so I'm gonna look into that. We'll see, I'll keep you guys updated on that. So I just looked it up, and yes, processed sugar can slow down your immune response when you are sick. So my plan was to have a smoothie for lunch, dinner anyways. What time is it, 1:30? Yeah, I'm gonna have a smoothie at like 3. And here's another lesson for you guys. The reason why people say fruit juice is bad, not from concentrate, the stuff I had this morning, is a little different, but it's still not maybe the greatest. Why people say juice is bad, but fruit is not bad, even though it has a lot of sugar, fructose, is because the fiber in fruit helps slow the digestion of the sugar so your body's able to use it more for fuel. Kind of related to the fast-acting carbs before and after workout. In that state, your body's more likely to use it for fuel. Anyways, when you juice something, you take out all the skin, take out all the fiber. Smoothies are good because you still got all the skin, except for bananas, but who eats the skin of a banana? Smoothies are good. That's why juices, you lose the fiber, you lose a lot of the nutritional benefits.